Star Wars. Y hay unos cuantos diseños muy padres. Y en un rato va a llegar Mark Hamill acá atrás y pues le van a hacer preguntas o quién sabe qué más. Así que vamos a ver qué tal está.
Y démosle un aplauso a Rey, que es Daisy Ridley, por favor. Y por último, alguien que ha crecido con mucho de nosotros y que es un gran personaje, que lo queremos, una gran persona además. Un fuerte aplauso para Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker. Thank you guys for being here.
From the Wizard of Oz. Thank you.
Well, we had in the original trilogy a beginning, a middle, and an end, and there was closure. My father had found redemption, and then you would just speculate. We all lived happily ever after, and as you'll discover in The Last Jedi, things haven't gone the way you'd expect. It's a much darker place for Luke to be. Ryan pushed me out of my comfort zone, and it was scary, because Luke did represent hope and optimism. And but you need conflict. If I were another sort of benign trainer of young Padawans, we've seen that before. And I think the real challenge for any writer or director is to deliver all the elements that the audience wants to see in a Star Wars film. The spectacular battles and special effects and exotic creatures, the wonderful character relationships, and the humor is so important. But to find ways to surprise people, which is getting more and more difficult with each film because the audience has seen so much. But I think if they're as shocked as I was to read the script, the audience is in for a great time at the movies with this film.
So there is darkness in the film. I hope that audiences will be pleasantly surprised by how fun and how funny it is. That's my hope.
Thank you.
Everything about Carrie was larger than life. She's like some latter-day Auntie Mame. She wanted to live life to the fullest in every moment. I'm selfishly upset that she's not here, because if she were, she'd be, giving me the middle finger and making faces at me as I tried to answer these questions. Her timing was impeccable, except in this case. But I can't imagine my life without her. Even though we have for years not seeing one another, we're like real siblings. We'd have big fights and scream at each other, but there was always that basic level of trust and love. It was so great to be able to reconnect with all the cast in Force Awakens, because life goes on and you don't see people that you want to as much as you'd like to. She's wonderful in the film. There's an aura of poignancy that is unavoidable, knowing that this is her last performance. But every time I feel sort of sorry for myself, I have to think about Billie Lourd, as she lost not only her mother but her grandmother in the space of 2 days. It's just unimaginably tragic. But, it's a part and parcel of the films that are about triumph and tragedy and continuing on through the worst of adversities. So I'll never stop missing her, and it's hard to have to deal with that while promoting the film, because if life were fair, she'd be here mocking me and all of you.
Okay.
For Daisy, we don't know who is the family of Rey, and we don't want to know, but I don't want you to tell us. But if you could choose as a fan, what would you choose, Skywalker or Kenobi?
Well, I'm sitting right here. What's she gonna say? So many people so happy. It's just the greatest gift I could have ever been given. Now, back to the Skywalker Kenobi question.
The thing is, anything I say is going to be, more weighted now. What I think is really amazing, because again, because I didn't understand exactly the impact of Star Wars, I didn't fully, well, like when Force Awakens came out, it wasn't for so long, but she's so open to like finding connections with people, and she's not met a Kenobi, so Skywalker.
Hey kid, maybe you're a Solo. That's my Harrison Ford. I have to announce my impressions when people get what they are.
To the right, please.
Estoy llegando con BPA.
Y ya los que ya tomaron foto, por favor, damos a
Y hola. Gracias. Adiós.
Y bueno, pues Star Wars se estrena en México el 14 de diciembre para que